So what are 10 mistakes I made with my commercial cleaning business? So guys, welcome back. My name is Rick Brown from Clean Launch, and make sure to stay until the end of the video because I'm gonna share 10 mistakes I made with my cleaning business. So you guys can learn from my mistakes. So you guys don't have to make these mistakes with your cleaning business. So my first biggest mistake was always cleaning and not growing. I spent over 5 years always cleaning and trading time for money without actually putting time into growing my company, into getting my contracts and then systemizing them so that I can use my time to even grow a bigger company. Because if you're always cleaning, you're always trading time for money. And if you get sick, if you break a leg and you stop working, you stop earning. So it's basically like having a job. And you need to understand that you need to create a business that works for you. And the only way to do that is with commercial cleaning contracts. So my second biggest mistake was not starting my business sooner. I cleaned for over 5 years, constantly being an employee, cleaning houses, everything. And if I would have started my cleaning business sooner, I would have been a lot richer by now. So stop waiting. The perfect time is never the perfect time. You need to act fast and take it serious. The sooner you take this serious, the sooner you will start making money. But if you wait forever, nothing will happen. You need to understand that you're responsible for your life. Whatever happens to your life, it's because of the actions you took. So act fast. Because if you never start, you will never start. And just by not making $1 million a year, you're technically losing. And if you're only making $50,000 a year right now, you're technically losing $950,000 every single year by not making a 7-figure company. So you need to act fast and look around the city. There's thousands of buildings and they all get dirty. A skyscraper like this one, imagine how much they would pay you every single month. They need cleaning, 8 hours a visit, 7 days a week, and you charge $40 an hour. Do the math. We're talking about contracts that pay thousands every single month. Each one of these contracts you guys see behind me. So the third biggest mistake I made was not investing in my business. I was very cheap in the beginning. I just tried doing everything by myself. I was scared to spend money on marketing or getting a coach. And a lot of people are simply scared of investing in their business. But you need to understand that investing in your education, self-education, business has the highest return on investment because they provide cash flow. You cannot get rich by investing pennies. First, you need to create cash flow, then you become an investor. And the only thing holding you back from getting from point A to point B is time or money. And when you invest in yourself, when you invest in your business, you're able to skip that. And the only time I grew my business is when I started putting money into marketing, sales, and I started getting walkthroughs and contracts. And then I took those profits from my first contract and I paid off my marketing forever. So then I'm getting leads forever technically. So you cannot be cheap with your business. There's people out there who spend $100,000 just to start a restaurant, a hair salon. And with this business model, I don't understand why people are so cheap. When you want to make big money, you have to be willing to spend money. And the best place to invest it is in a mentor and then marketing and sales. Because if you're spending all your money on just paying the cleaner, how do you expect to get more clients? If you don't know how to get clients, what do you expect if no one ever showed you how to do this? And there's only so much you can learn from YouTube videos. That's why you gotta work with someone one-on-one. And if that's you, click below and let's work one-on-one. But let's jump into my fourth biggest mistake, and that is not getting myself a mentor from the start. Because when you guys learn from someone who made multi-7 figures with their cleaning business, and you're able to learn from them one-on-one, how valuable would that be compared to doing everything yourself and just learning from things from the internet? So that is my biggest mistake, is growing my business with trial and error compared to investing in a mentor. And it's basically a shortcut. Think about it. If you're building a house Would you rather build it all by yourself, having to make costly mistakes, versus building it with a builder who shows you how to build the house, gives you the planning, provides all the vendor details, everything A to Z without making any mistakes? And same goes with your cleaning business. And you need to understand that sometimes our egos are the biggest thief of growth. And sometimes you gotta realize that your ego can be the biggest thing that's stopping you from growing. And that was my mistake. I thought I knew it all. And that's amazing. You gotta have that confidence, but you need to realize that doing something for the first time, you only learn with experiences. So now let's jump into my fifth biggest mistake, and that was cleaning my contracts for too long in the beginning. When I got my first 3, 5, 6 contracts, I ended up spending months cleaning them myself. I grew very fast, but then I had to stop because I was working too much. I kept cleaning my contracts for too long. So my biggest advice, outsource the cleaning as soon as possible. Do not get stuck cleaning. And my sixth biggest mistake was getting paid too late. Because in the game of commercial cleaning, net 30 is pretty standard. A lot of people out there are saying that you can get paid up front, but that's more effective in residential cleaning. When it comes to commercial cleaning, the standard is net 30. So my biggest mistake was doing the cleaning and having to wait a month or a month and a half to get paid. And a way to solve this issue is by sending the invoice early, because not a lot of clients are gonna pay you up front. The residential clients, yes, but when it comes to commercial, it's gonna be rare. And my seventh biggest mistake in my cleaning business was accepting cheap clients. In the beginning, I took everything I got, and I ended up having clients who were very cheap, and their offices were very dirty. And instead of spending so much time with those contracts who didn't pay that well, I could have used that time to focus on the bigger contracts that provided a much bigger profit. Because think about it, a contract that pays $10,000 a month versus a contract that's once a week, you still have to communicate with the client. So if you have to do that, if you still have to hire a cleaner, why not get paid more for the same effort? But in the beginning, take whatever you can and then raise the prices. And if they accept it, cool. If not, that's okay too. Utilize your time more effectively and focus on the bigger fish. And my eighth biggest mistake in my cleaning business was obsessing over my contracts. When it comes to the corporate world, you're just a vendor. You're not family to these contracts. And I spent way too much time obsessing over these contracts, making sure it was perfect, and basically spending a lot of my time in these contracts. And at the end of the day, you're just a vendor. And you need to realize that you need to use your time to systemize the contract and then get more contracts. Because if you're obsessing over 5 contracts and you keep them forever, one day they won't be with you. So you need to have many more contracts that will pay your bills in case that one contract cancels. You need to think of risk and avoid all these risks in your business. If something doesn't work, there's a reason because of it. And the most important thing I can give you guys, believe in yourself. Because when you believe in yourself, you'll see opportunity. But if you don't believe in yourself, you'll see obstacles and you eventually give up. And I've seen this happen. Guys, I helped hundreds of cleaning business owners to get to 20, 50K a month. And I've seen other owners give up with their business. And this is why it's very important to work with someone who's already done it, who has all the systems, can keep you accountable, coach you one-on-one. So guys, if you're serious in getting one-on-one help, click below, schedule a call if you're serious about this. Because how much is it gonna cost you doing everything by yourself versus doing it the smart way from the start? And with thousands of buildings in your city, there's opportunity where you are right now. And if you have the drive, if you're serious about this, and you're excited about this business model, you will make it. All these buildings get dirty every month. and all you need is 10, 20 contracts to basically semi-retire forever. That's not the goal, but imagine having a business that provides cash flow every single month without actually having to clean. Because once you close a contract, you find a cleaner or a subcontractor, the client's happy, you pay the contractor every month, they're happy, and you're keeping your profits every single month. And imagine if you close 10, 20 contracts. Do the math. The math doesn't lie. Check out my other videos as well. But anyways, my 9th biggest mistake was not having dreams big enough. Because a lot of people think that making $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month is a lot of money, but it's not. Why not? Why are you settling for $5,000 a month when you have the capability to make $100,000 per month? And it's actually a lot easier, because if you're only making $5,000 a month, you'll have to work for the rest of your life, always trading time for money. But instead of doing that, you can just focus on closing contracts and subcontracting them out to subcontractors. And then you do that 50 times over and over again, and you're making $100,000 a month recurring without having to clean. And once you get big enough, you hire a regional manager who can do the customer service, hiring, and all of that. And my 10th biggest mistake was not having a closing process in place. And what do I mean by that? If you get a lot of walkthroughs, but you're not able to close contracts, that is because you don't have a closing strategy. And you need to understand that in order to gain the client's trust, in order to show them that we are a good cleaning company, there's a process to it. And if we don't have it on point, our closing rate is going to be 10, 20% compared to having a closing rate of 30, 40%. So if you double your closing rate, you double the contracts you have. Because there's nothing more frustrating than doing a walkthrough for a $3,000, $6,000, $7,000 contract per month and not closing it because you forgot to mention one thing. I'll tell you guys a story. I did a walkthrough once, and it was for a $7,000 contract. And just because I didn't say eco-friendly products, the client went with someone else. And the reason why I know that, it was because I asked them for feedback. I asked them, why didn't we choose us? And they said, I was the second best option, but they went with someone else because they used eco-friendly products. Like, obviously we use vinegar in the spray bottle. Like, it's common sense. But just because I didn't mention that one thing, I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because you need to understand that just one cleaning contract, let's say it's $4,000 a month, that's over $50,000 every single year. And if you keep that contract for 5 years, that's $250,000 right there with just one cleaning contract. So why do everything yourself when we can work one-on-one? And when you actually think about it, when you actually think of the outcome, what is the outcome of doing everything yourself versus working with the expert from the start so you can basically 10x your business and not make any mistakes? And obviously there's a small investment to it, but just with one cleaning contract, you 10x your investment. And we have clients who are closing multiple contracts every single week, and other clients are closing a few contracts a month. So if you're serious about this, the best thing you can do is work with someone who's already done it. And after making multi-seven figures with my own cleaning business, my goal is to work one-on-one so you can get to the next level. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit notifications, like this video, comment below, and follow my Instagram. And don't forget, if you're serious about this, but maybe you're not ready, I have a free course and a Facebook group on the link below. It's free. And if you're serious about getting that one-on-one help, schedule a call and we'll talk from there. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.